Hello everyone, my name is Timothy Lee Grant and welcome to day 2 of the Neetcode journey. So, as I promised, I got that lamp, so we're getting settled into the new apartment here in Seattle. So, let's jump right into Neetcode. And I got a comment on one of my or on the last video that I did for this question, and it was the first question that we did, right? Contains duplicate, and they said, "Hey, can you solve it in O of n with hash tables?" And I was thinking like, "Oh, hmm, I didn't even think about that." So, someone else separately mentioned about I noticed that you do a lot with sorting on Leetcode, and it's very true. You know that statement about if you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail, and so that's kind of like my go-to thing. Is I learned how useful sorting is, and so now whenever I get a Leetcode question, I'm just like, can I sort it? Does that help me? And so that's like where my mind goes to. But the other thing that is nice about sorting is it's in log n, so it's normally not going to hurt you in terms of time complexity, but it does cause you to kind of be blindsided to those points that or those methods that might be even better. So this one, we're going to actually do this one again, and then later today, so we're going to do two problems today. We're going to try to do this one again with the hash tables, and then we're going to try to do this one after that. So let's do this one again. All right, so here was my solution that I came up with yesterday. Let's do hash tables. So how do I want to do this? Well, I know in a hash table you can look to see if an item exists in your hash table in O of n time. So searching that hash table is really easy. Inserting is also O of n. So I can just put each element, I'm gonna loop through the array one time, and I guess I should actually, because I did this problem yesterday, I already know what it's saying, but essentially what we're trying to do is we have this nums array, and we're trying to return true if it contains a duplicate, and we're trying to return false if it doesn't contain a duplicate. So I'm going to try to loop through this array, go through each element, bam, 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 and then each time I'm going to put it in a hash map or dictionary, and if it was already there, then I can return true. And so each of those operations, so inserting, or I guess determining if it is in my hash map, is O of n, okay, or O of 1, sorry. And then if it's not in my dictionary, I insert it, that's also O of n, and then I move to the next one, or O of 1, there we go. Then I move to the next one, and so I'm doing O of 1 time complexity in times, so overall that's going to be a time complexity of O of n. So let's see if I can remember how to do the dictionary. So what was it? My dict equals default dict. Was it something like this? The syntax might be a little bit wrong, but okay, we might actually have to go to GPT immediately just to figure out what not how to do the problem, but like what are the actual methods of default dict in Python. So what are tell me about Python's default dict. Okay. So, it's thinking. Because I know that if in a normal dictionary, if you try to index something, you have like a key and value, and if you try to index something, it's going to, is this not going? I might need to just refresh, hold up. Okay. There we are. Okay, so how do we do it? So default dict int, and a list. Okay, so default dict, and then do I int, right? Because I'm inserting ints. Okay, so now how do I check if it is in my dictionary? So okay, so we're indexing here. So this is what the key dot append. Okay, maybe I should just read this. Python's default dictionary is a special type of dictionary that belongs to the collections module. It behaves just like regular dictionary, but has one key advantage. It automatically provides a default value for missing keys instead of throwing key error. Okay. Why use default dict? So I think what this is saying, and that's why my brain was immediately going to default dictionary, was because I remember if you try to index something that's not there, you get a fault, and I don't want that. So when accessing a missing key, it automatically initializes it with a default value. Simplifies code using .get if key not in dict condition. Okay, so that's how I can check if it's in my dictionary. So if I can do like, so I need a loop through this array. So for I in range nums. Okay, so if I not, actually I could say if I in my dict return true. We found a duplicate, right? If it's already in our dictionary, we say, hey, we found something. Okay, it's already there. So then we just return true. Now, if that's not the case, then we know that, okay, well, that one wasn't yet, so we just need to add it to our dictionary and then move on to the next one. So now I can do my dict dot append. Ooh, I have not written in Python, and it's almost like I haven't written in Python in what, 2-3 months. I haven't been doing Leetcode for so long. It's just like I not a care in the world, just going about just doing work. Okay, how do I actually do that though? It is append, right? But I need to index it? What? What's going on? You create a default dictionary by specifying the default factory function, which determines the default value for missing keys. Common options include, I actually don't care. Like, can I just use like a set? That's what I'm thinking. Like, can I use a set? Because I actually don't care about initializing things or key value. I just want to know, like, is it in my set? What's it? Let me look that up. What is a data structure that in Python that has O1 lookup and insert? So that's all I need is hash-based data structures. Okay, dictionary. So Okay, I don't need to use default. I can just use a normal dictionary. But this is actually kind of concerning that I wasn't able to very quickly and easily do the default dict, right? That kind of indicates that I have some gap in my knowledge, or like I forgot how to do default dictionary. So I definitely need to refresh my memory on those. Set. Similar to dictionary, a set has hashing internally, making element insertion and lookup of one on average. So yeah, I think a set would be much better. Like, okay, let me just go like this. My set equals set this, and then for I in range nums, if I in my set return true, else my set dot add I. And then if this ever breaks, we hit all of the elements in our list, bam, 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 and we didn't find any that match, so we can return false. Okay, let's see if that works. But we didn't, List object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Because this is an iterable. In nums. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. We got it. But I said that we were going to do a set, or a hash, right? Like, that's what the person challenged us to do. Like, we didn't even do that. We used a set. So that's not valid. Okay, so let's, I just wanted to prove that, okay, sets work, right? And it's O of n as well. But that was just for kind of like my curiosity. Like, does it work? I just wanted to play around with it. We still haven't done the dictionary. So we're going to do that. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Okay, so come here, whatever, dot append I. Can I just do like this? Can I? Return false. Am I going to get a syntax error? Please. Well, same thing. Okay. Oh. Okay. It doesn't like my append. Is it like add? I thought I saw append. I saw append up here. Definitely saw append. But they're like, which one is the key? Which one is the value? I don't care about key value, actually. I care about the key. I don't care about the value. Okay. So, also, where did it even int missing? So it defaults to 0 here. Is there a way to make it default to like 1 if I wanted it to, or 10? So how do I add? Like, can I just go like this? Like, I? Like I index something that doesn't exist, and then this object automatically does it? I'm just gonna press run because I don't think that's... Oh, I thought it was gonna get a syntax error. Oh. Well, there we go. Honestly, I'm not quite satisfied right now because Yeah, I kind of just made stuff up as I was going along. I didn't really have an understanding of these dictionaries. I'm gonna keep asking GPT, like, what if I wanted my to default to 15 instead of 0? Okay. So, lambda functions. Okay, here we go. We get to do lambda. So, we just do default dict and then lambda 15. Okay. And then, yeah, I guess. So here's the key, right? Like missing key. And this will return back to us the value, which is 15. Okay, so this is, you index it and it gives you back the value. So you index the key, get back the value. Okay. And then if I want to change it, I should be able to do like my dict key equals value. Okay, it's starting to come back to me. I haven't done this in a little while. It's starting to come back. Okay. Anyways, that was a fun question. We succeeded. We got it. We got both the set version and so we got this one, which was how did I even do it yesterday? Like this was sorting it, and then was that? Yeah, this one was sorting it and then seeing if its future neighbor was equal to itself. So that's one of them that we did. Then we did it with sets, and then then just now we also did it with dictionaries. So got all three methods. These two right here and here are O of n. This one was in log n, time complexity. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe, and I will be back in like 5 seconds. And we're going to be solving the next problem, which is what? Which one was it? It was anagram, right? Valid anagram. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing immediately, right after this. All right, so see you guys there. Bye.